Hi, this is going to be Virgo's December general monthly reading. As you folks might be aware, I choose one card for each week. And then when you folks come back on the weeklies, I get more specific and involved in that weekly reading. Okay. So these are just going to be general readings. And let's just kind of see what spirit and the cards have to say to you folks. Here we go. First week out, we've got the Five of Pentacles. This is saying, sometimes you Virgos tend to overspend. You think that, money can buy love. This is saying, be true to yourself when it comes to your spending this month, okay? This is kind of like unexpected expenses. I don't want you folks to get, caught with your pants down kind of thing where your finances come. So, I always say this, the best gifts are gifts of the heart. So just be a little bit cautious in that first week with your money situation, okay? Second week over here, we've got the the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. This is a person who comes to your rescue. Whether this is, your significant other, a family member, a friend. I love this card. This card to me, he's on a white horse. Anybody to me who's on a white horse represents purity, true, love, represents being honest, sincere. This person is trying to show you how much they care about you by offering their cup. Cup is all about, like I said, love, feelings, emotions. So again, whether it's, a family, friend, significant other, that second week, open up your heart a little bit. This person's honest, sincere, loving, and giving. And, the holidays are always about, I think you should give love all the time. But for some reason, I just feel that the holidays brings out like the best of us, okay? And when it comes to like love, a lot of people get engaged, a lot of people get married, that kind of thing. So awesome week for you folks with that Knight of Cups on this, the second week. Third week, we've got the High Priestess reverse. This is saying think long term, think logical. That's all that Spirit is telling me. Think long term, think logical. The third week would be I believe, your week of Christmas. Think long term, think logical. So whatever is being presented to you, this is saying that, don't feel that you're caught between a rock and a hard place. No one is putting a gun to your head and telling you need to make a decision like immediately. Even if this does concern, like I said, an engagement or something that is long term, think logically. Okay, think long term. Okay, so that would be your third week, and then the fourth week, we've got the Four of Cups reverse. This is saying that finally somebody kind of like not so much breaks down, but somebody finally opens up and says how they're feeling. I feel that, remember over here you had the King of Cups, and what did I say? This knight is honest, loving, sincere, all that good stuff. So maybe, okay, this person's offering you whatever, okay, obviously they're offering you something. This, you're thinking, you got to think logically, okay, where do I want this to go? And then by the fourth week, finally somebody opens up and says how they think, how they feel, and what they want. The Four of Cups is somebody, when I see this, especially in this reading for you folks, I think somebody who kind of like likes to not push somebody, but they kind of like hold back to see exactly how sincere maybe this person is. It's not that they play a cat and a mouse game. I just feel that they want to be 100% absolutely positively sure that if it is going to be something long term, that this person's not going to take that cup back. He's not going to say, okay, here we go, and then you say yes, and then all of a sudden they bring it back, or they have conditions. So that's kind of like, I think, in the fourth week where somebody, finally, instead of, having their hands over their heart, they finally start opening up a little bit, which is going to be really, really good. The end of the year, it's all about like, you're still in celebration mode. You're still in, that love vibe. So awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. The only week that is of concern would be that first week where you might kind of like overspend money. Okay, let's pick up the ending card. Over here you've got schizophrenic. I don't feel any of you are crazy. I just feel, what did I say about caught between a rock and a hard place and think logically. It's kind of like, do I think with my head or do I think with my heart? Do I think with my head? Do I think with my hormones? Okay? Over here, you've got the number 2, and over here, you've got the number 2. And if you see over here, in this card, she's hanging on for dear life, trying to make a decision. And over here, the high priestess is very usually and very intuitive. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to use my intuition and yeah, I'm going to go for it. But when she's reversed, it's kind of like she knows that she's got to think she's got to think about this a little bit longer. She's got to think logically about this. This is going to end up well, whatever this is. Okay, because if you look at this card, I feel once she lets go, or once they let go, where does she end up? She ends up in the clouds. Okay, this way, it's kind of like, to me, she just kind of like falls through. This way here, it's kind of like she falls into the clouds, and she's not so anxious, which is going to be really, really good. This ends up well, folks, okay? This ends up really, really well if you think long-term and logical on whatever the situation is, whether it's love, career, money, whatever it is. As always, I wish you love, peace, good health, and I will see you next week on the weeklies.